Salutations and good morrow everyone, and welcome back to another Grounded update video, where today we are hopping in and we are talking my personal 5 best weapons that you guys should be using in Grounded and the ways to use them and why I think each of them are the best. Now before we go any further, I have some honorable mentions to talk about before we hop in and get right to the action of the 5 best. The first one is going to be the Sour Battle Axe. The Sour Battle Axe is a very powerful axe. It is the most powerful axe in the game, and it works very well, including the ability to do chopping, and does a lot of stun damage because of the sour power that is on it, and it's got quite a decent amount of damage even off the bat without having to add any other upgrades to it. It does a pretty decent amount of damage, so this is definitely a runner-up. And the second runner-up is definitely the Sour Staff as well. The Sour Staff does a ton of stun damage, not to mention its power-up ability that can hit multiple enemies at once and can be upgraded to do a devastating amount of damage. Its stun is incredibly high. Look at this. This is level 6 right now, and it's already almost to 3/4 of the bar of damage. The stun is all the way up, and the speed is there too, because you can just go and shoot ball after ball after ball. It's very versatile. It's very awesome, and it does an awesome amount of damage. But then again, it is only a runner-up. So let's hop in and let's talk all about my top 5 here. We're going to start and we're going to go left to right, because that happens to be the way that we are going to do it. And I'm talking this left to this right. So here we go. Let's start with the Tick Bat. The Tick, however you pronounce it, the Tick weapon. This weapon is in my top 5 for a couple different reasons. One, it has the best healing ability in the game. It's going to keep you alive better than a fiber bandage would keep you alive. This thing can be swung really fast, and its stamina drain is actually very small for such a weapon that could do this much healing for you. Think about the amount of healing you can get done with this. You can literally counteract the gas by fighting something with this weapon. I've tested this, not green shield beetle gas, but regular stink beetle gas. You're pretty good with it. Just make sure you're constantly hitting. But nonetheless, this is a very, very powerful weapon that you can use, and it can be upgraded down a couple different paths. I would definitely suggest to bring this down spicy, because if you bring it down spicy, not only do you have a slashing weapon, but you also have a spicy weapon as well that is going to allow you to do even more damage to spiders and things like that. And now that the Spider Fang Dagger and the Black Widow Dagger have both been nerfed against spiders, this weapon definitely earns its spot on the top 5 as number 5, in my opinion, of the best weapons that you can use. Okay, so running back over here, we're going to take a little peeksy at number 4, in my opinion, and that is the awesome power of the spear, of the Rust Spear. Now, there's a couple different reasons why I think that this Rust Spear is so powerful, but the biggest one of all is the power that it can do to termites. And seeing how termites are one of the weakest enemies in the game to salt and to piercing, it's a fantastic way to go and kill them. And not to mention the fact that once you go through and do the termite hill and the termite cave, if you guys don't know where that is, we'll have another video on it soon. But if you guys don't know where that is, you guys can go and mine out both of those and get around 100 termite parts, okay? And now that you can come over here and use termite parts to make repair glue, and you can use 4 of them. It's one of the most efficient ways to make termite glue, or armor glue, with termite parts. The repair glue is going to be needed to repair all items that are above level 5. So once you start getting late game, repair glue becomes absolutely a necessity. And with it being so cheap and you can get such a quantity of it so quickly, that is what's earned this weapon a number 4 spot, because it is just that outstandingly powerful. And its damage, guys, is actually pretty okay. Its stun is complete crap, but it also has infection. Now, infection, guys, what that's going to do is it's actually doing a type of damage that it's not even showing it over here because I have so many perks. But what infection does is it literally lowers the attack speed and the attack power of the creatures you are fighting So not only now are you going to be doing damage, but you're not going to be taking damage from things, and you're going to be just decimating anything that's weak to salt as well. So this is a fantastic weapon for you guys to go out and give a try. I definitely would suggest you guys go out and make this one up for yourself. Rusty Spear, not that hard to make. Welcome to the top 5. Okay, so number 3, I should say, actually, I'm going to jump over all the way to the right, is the Club of the Mother Demon. This is known by most as the most powerful weapon in the game. They know this as well. It does the most damage, it does generic damage, and can be crafted into really anything that you want it to be crafted into. Here it is level 7, and it's already almost maxed out on the damage board, and its stun is pretty high, but its speed is very, very slow. That's why I didn't bring this to point number 1, at least in my book. This isn't number 1. But if you bring this weapon down either the mighty or the salty path, you are going to have a way easier job fighting things like Black Widows, like the Praying Mantis, like the Mant itself. But if you want to do a little bit of bonus damage to, say, the Mant and infected wolf spiders, bring this thing down the fresh path instead, which is a definite viable second option for you for this weapon to bring it down the fresh path. I know you have the mint mace that you can use to do the same thing, but the mint mace isn't going to be as devastating as this. And if you can couple this with the mutations that's specifically made for it. So if we go over here, you scroll on down, this Apex Predator mutation that's right here, it also adds poison damage, a powerful poison damage to any strike that you are doing as well, bringing this thing up to become an even more powerful weapon, and why it definitely is on number 3 for me. Now, number 2 is going to be this crossbow. Now, why the crossbow is number 2? The crossbow is number 2 because of a couple different things. The crossbow can be used in any battle at any time by anyone, right? You just have to point and shoot. Okay, then on top of that, you have a wide range of all sorts of different ammos that can be used for any situation at all. So with being able to do that, and if you say couple it with a couple of other different armor pieces, maybe like the moth gear to give yourself some distance bleed and distance movement speed, or you throw on a crow feather cap and get some bonus damage as well, it becomes an absolutely devastating ranged weapon. If we look at it already, the speed may not be the best on this thing, and the stun is kind of shite as well. But the damage overall, the fact that you can get it down to level 9 mighty, because it can need to go down the mighty path because it is a bow, but the fact that you can do that much damage with one crossbow shot is already super powerful. Then you couple in the fact that you can literally throw bombs on the end of this thing and shoot bombs at things, doing explosive damage, helping you with going around and being able to do exploration by blowing up rocks that need to be exploded and things like that. And there's also a perk that allows you to do even more damage with bows by getting the sharpshooter perk. All in all, this becomes an outstandingly fantastic ranged weapon for you guys to go out. Now, does my list really tell you guys, beginning to end, what is the best weapon to use? No, it all depends on whatever your play style is, and that is what brings the number 1 most powerful weapon to me, in my opinion, and that is the Black Widow Dagger. I know this may seem a little goofy for all of you guys. It's just a dagger sim. Why do you think it's so powerful? You have to repair it all the time. It's not so good against spiders. Au the contraire, is it not good against spiders? I could kill a broodmother with this on medium in 40 seconds. And that's after the spider nerf, by the way, the poison nerf that this thing has gotten. Anything else I can wipe out in seconds. Even the praying mantis, not seconds, within a couple of minutes, I can take down the praying mantis with this. Not to mention the speed of the swings that comes along with this, that you can just go and go and go and go. And if it criticals or you critical at all, you can also stun the enemy to the point where they stop and interrupt their moveset, which has proven to save my life over and over and over again when it comes to fighting anything in the backyard, including the praying mantis and and the Black Widow. Yes, I use this dagger against the Black Widow because it is that strong. I would definitely suggest you guys go out and give this one a try. Now, looking at its stats, like I said, it's not the most damaging weapon in the game. I get that. But the DPS that you can poop out with this thing because of the amount of attacks you're going to be doing is insane. And the poison buildup on this is higher than the Spider Fang dagger. And if you take that and couple it with some pieces of poison armor that literally allow you to increase your poison amount, it becomes even more powerfully poisonous. Then you put on a Mask of the Mother Demon, allowing you to add bonus poison to the dagger and have Poison Nova, which is that little gas cloud I keep putting out that everybody keeps asking me about, is Poison Nova. If you put all of those together, couple it with putting on the Assassin perk as well, which allows you to use weapons like daggers and do even more damage. Buckle that with coup de grace and trapper peeper, allowing you to do more criticals. Think about it. More criticals over time, more poison over time, going back and forth, interruptions, more damage with criticals. All of these build to what is, in my opinion, the most powerful weapon in the game. That is my most powerful weapon in the game. Like I said, this is not a comprehensive guide for you guys to go, Sim says this is the most powerful weapon in the game and nobody else should use any other weapon ever again. No, that's not true. That's why I gave you guys 5 of them, because every situation in the game requires a different point of weaponry. Every different bug in the game is weak to something different, is going to have damage that does other things, that's going to want to fight or want to flee in different ways in the backyard. So using these weapons, these 5 together, is really going to make you a master of death when it comes to running around the backyard. You should stop having as many problems in the backyard with running into other types of bugs and things like that if you guys can make these weapons and go down the paths that I told you to go down with them. Now, I hope that this video was helpful for you guys. If it was, make sure you guys hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and leave me a comment down below. And as always, I'll see all of you guys in the next one.